Well, in this section, we want to delve into the method related to the topic of feature benefits and how we can write diverse and non-repetitive sentences. One of the perspectives that exist when writing is that our mind is always revolving around a specific model, and we just rearrange a few sentences. The point is that we can give it a proper and neat structure in our mind. We can achieve better results by writing it down on paper or in Excel. I want to give a few examples, both descriptive, and then we'll get into what this method is and what it does. The method I want to talk about is the feature benefit method, which has been extensively discussed in WordStream Speed, and it's quite detailed, including an image from WordStream itself. I will explain it, so you understand exactly what it is that we want to do. Our goal is to create a list of various texts so that we can introduce good variety into our copywriting and avoid being repetitive. This way, our advertising or copywriting will be more effective. This helps you experience better CTR, click-through rate, without increasing costs. If we pay extra again. Regarding features and benefits, we should see it this way. A feature is everything that presents us. Meaning anything that presents us with a business. I'm not sure if that's the right word, but it does present us. The benefit, is what your customer, your audience, is supposed to gain, from that feature. For example, look at the image. This example is saying, "Sir, we are introducing an iPod." On the left side, the device itself is being completely highlighted, and it says, "Sir, it has 1 gigabyte of space for your playlists." Now, if we want to make this tangible for the user and explain it so they understand exactly what it is, what benefit should we present to our user? What does the user need? They say, "I want to have a lot of music on it." A lot of them, now this one is a joke, but still, "I want to have a lot of songs in it." What does that mean? It means, "Sir, I have 1,000 songs in my pocket." It's completely user-oriented, meaning it's something tangible that they fully understand. In this method, I say that to explain your features because we first need to identify your features so that we can write their benefits. To explain your features, what is needed is that we must assume we are going to describe our business to a completely blind person. What does that mean? For example, how many branches I have, what I produce. Let's say, I don't know. We'll give an example together now. In this way, we say that, assume that I am actually doing photography and filming. What are my features? I would say I have 15 locations for photography, which in the context of photography, I would refer to as 15 estates, for example, that I have for photography. For example, assume I have 5 cameras, like a certain DSLR, and I have 10 photographers and videographers. I think the number of cameras doesn't match. I have 10 photographers and videographers. For instance, 3 female photographers and videographers, and I have both male and female editors. You see, guys, what is this describing? It's describing us. Nothing is said about what benefit that massive audience gains or what profit they can actually have. Kids in copywriting pay attention to this. We are constantly describing ourselves. What does that mean? It means, for example, if I want to talk about myself, I say, "Sir, I offer various online advertising services. I promote this website." For example, sometimes we overly praise ourselves by saying, "I promote a high-quality website." For instance, I say, "Sir, I guarantee an SEO work." Or I say, "Sir, you can get any service you want from us here." And for example, we have everything. Even this site is user-friendly, so you can get whatever you want. Next, we can say that we offer various online advertising services to businesses that want to establish themselves in the online space and find their target customers and audience. For example, we can say that our entire system is actually specialized in advertising. Let's assume that we can produce content strategy. We can also handle graphic work. We can do that. We say we do filming, for example, creating teasers and traditional photography. We say we do Google Ads. For instance, let's assume we can do YouTube advertising and video advertising like this. You can have it, and we can do copywriting, marketing afterwards, and so on. We just described ourselves, but if we want to talk about the benefits, the child is the result of these features. One example I will give is if, for instance, I have quality and affordable services. Compared to the quality I have, I am offering this for free. My services are reasonably priced, and I am describing myself. So what benefit does the other side gain? The benefit that can actually be obtained because of what I mentioned is exactly what? The benefit is that either I am spending less, or rather, I am achieving results with cost efficiency. Right. Often we say, sir, we are result-oriented. What are we describing? And the sentence is clear. We are describing ourselves again. So this feature is not the benefit for my user. What benefit does the user have from all these services having this feature? Does it save them time? They will have more integration in their work, the ability to use their data for other tasks, and better, monitor their results. We can have better analysis, and they can actually gain a better strategy. In summary, what form does it take again in its next layer? Guys, it's not just about saying so for each feature that it has not just one benefit, but several benefits. And always check to ensure you don't get stuck. See if it's a benefit or a feature, and what to do with it. Then think about whether it describes you or the user. I'll give an example now, and I want you to think about it. Does offering free shipping describe me or the user? And does it describe the user's benefit? Which one is it? Feet. I offer free shipping. Guys, sometimes the line becomes very thin. So what is the benefit that the user gains? Lower cost, no worry about another shipping. Well, I ship it for them. More convenience. These are the benefits that the user gains. To organize it better, there's a table. I suggest you draw this in your office. It has one column for features and several columns for benefits in front of it. Yum, Bob. And finally, your call to action list, CTA or call to action. Well, we are going to have better and more professional copywriting with this, and ultimately we can have a more powerful call to action that can improve our CTA. So I want to talk about different features using the same example. I say, sir. We have, for example, 24-hour support. For instance, when I say we have experience, well, with over 2,000 different clients, well, this means we have experience in training and being at the forefront of education in many topics. Every Friday, there's Google, which you are watching the video of when I say, we started from scratch ourselves. For example, I'm saying now about the features. I want to say, guys, you need to analyze a business from the perspective of a completely blind person, actually discussing its benefits and making a list. And now for another example, I'm talking about the same example of the cameraman. For instance, the features he wants to write. I have about 15 statistics, and I have 2 studios. I'm a photographer. And cameraman in 3 provinces, for example, Shiraz, which is in the Fars province, the city, okay? Shiraz, Isfahan, for example, and Tehran. Okay, I say I will provide you with the raw file of your photography. What am I doing, guys? I'm talking about a feature. It's still, okay. The benefit layer is correct. It's very easy to understand, but it's not yet the benefit layer. Okay, the point is, I say I have a crane, the equipment is mine. Okay, I have professional lighting equipment and various cameras. In the next layer, for example, I want to say a feature. I say, sir, an album series. For example, now these are really the features of a BE. I will also give you a free album series, okay, a set of printed photo boards for you, free of charge, right? We also have sports photography included, which we will do for you. I have male and female editors. Okay, up to this point where I have talked about these things, I have 15 statistics, okay, for photography and location. What benefit does this provide you? More variety. No waiting time, meaning I can say that faster execution. Well, what benefit does having both male and female editors provide for me? The benefit is that if you need, for example, if there's a sensitivity regarding the privacy of your event and you don't want a male editor to work on it, you can use this feature and comfortably handle your events. In fact, you can use this for events organized by women and have their videos securely with us. This means peace of mind, and security is the benefit. Well, for women's events, you can specifically have a female videographer and use that as well. So, peace of mind is ensured. What happens if I have professional cameras and equipment? You will receive higher quality photos and videos, so you will have high quality photos and videos in your edits. This way, you can achieve better results. What benefits do you get if I give you the raw photo files, what? You will be able to capture all your moments and memories securely with this. This means that whenever you want, you can have a re-edit. For example, let me say again that I have a crane or a drone which allows you to take more professional videos and have more unique images. These are the benefits that my audience will have. Well, this was another example. I want to give another example. There was a business, for instance, that dealt with herbal oils, producing herbal oils like argan oil, these natural oils. Argan oil, I don't know, earthworm oil, well, it's not a plant, but we bought it. But well, for example, earthworm oil, sesame oil, olive oil, coconut oil, and the various types of shea butter, and I don't know anything else that is used. There are many. This business had features, meaning the characteristics it had, for example, it would say, I offer it in 3 types of packaging. I have 30 ml, 50 ml, 70 ml, and for instance, 100 ml. This is one feature. I have 2 branches, one in Tehran and let's say, for example, in Kermanshah. The next feature, for example, is that my packaging is eco-friendly. The next feature is that my packaging is glass. The next feature is that I produce on the same day. The next feature is that I offer free shipping, for example, to Tehran and Kermanshah. The next feature is that, sir, the deliveries, if they are outside these cities, will be sent via post and will reach the customer within a maximum of 48 hours. The next feature is that the website, I have the option for online purchase at any time. The next feature is, for example, they have approvals from, I don't know, the Ministry of Health. The next feature is the guarantee of authenticity of the products. Well, these are things that give you confidence in this brand. Pay attention to what I'm saying. These are things that get categorized in your mind, and the team should write these down. I'm exactly writing them down here for them. Why write down each feature? Note the negative aspects from the user's side. For example, the packaging, for example, if it's a spray, what benefit does it create for me? The benefit is that it is more hygienic, more economical in use, and you will save on consumption. What benefit does a glass bottle provide? It ensures the health of the product and informs you of how much is left, actually how much remains in the packaging. This is an example of the next benefit. How does having 2 branches in Iran help you? Fast delivery means it reaches you quicker. Offering free shipping in Tehran gives you peace of mind, reduces costs, and ensures it arrives on the same day with high speed. At most, it will reach you within 48 hours. Again, emphasizing speed in receiving the product itself. Additionally, I offer the possibility of online shopping. What benefits does this provide you? Greater convenience, as you can shop anytime you want. You can see the product, fully understand its data and information, and learn how to use it. These are all the benefits. Now, how do I use this? Imagine, guys, that you have a big table with lots of features and lots of benefits. First, let's go through the call to actions in this decade. For example, it says you can shop with peace of mind. I'm just giving an example. Shop with peace of mind because we want to provide you with assurance. For instance, right? Now, my next sentence might not be very good, but I'm just trying to give you a thought-provoking issue. Ultimately, guys, these are all the different benefits. And the point you need to know is that you should focus on the NFIT, meaning you should cut from 200 to use it among the films. If you had a call-out extension, what did the call-out extension do? We would say, because of the values we are providing to the work, many of you have in your ads a suitable space for this topic, like free shipping in Tehran, or even fast shipping in other cities, and so on. These are things you can include in your ads. And this variety of benefits and features helps you to write much better ads. You get a large volume, and you see that you can start playing with these and use them in your ads. Guys, this is a technique I mentioned, and its call to action leans towards the benefit. And finally, those values you are mentioning become those benefits where you should actually focus on the benefits to touch the user. Because in this space, your user doesn't have time to think. You need to quickly convey the information you want to your user. And think on behalf of that person, making it easy for them to click quickly and enter. It can help you a lot. Variety cannot help much. The discussion is about improving your city. Use this model and edit your inputs to get better results. In the next video, we will discuss how to learn, the changes we are making with our panel, and how to take notes on it. I will emphasize this point again in the next video. Pay attention, guys. If you're making changes and optimizations, you should not now. Optimize and make changes 2 minutes and 2 times. Why? Because the new data is still settling in the dashboard. What? This is very important. This say, a mistake I used to make was thinking I could see the changes right away. I would ask, why isn't it going down? And check again without realizing what I was doing. The data's impact hadn't settled in the dashboard yet. So if you make changes, give it at least 24 hours to let it settle. Let it take shape, make all the changes, and then leave it. Come back the next day and do it again. I know it's time consuming, but it requires that a set of data settles in it. Until the new data settles, can you understand the impact of your changes? No? Whatever analysis you have, do it from there onwards. So, be very precise, kids. You absolutely must wait. That means don't make changes to your data, especially your robot data. You need to bring it back and look at it again. Change it again. Changing it myself didn't yield results, and you already know that the data is about Google. It's not real time, and it takes time to settle into the dashboard, so I ask you to pay attention to this matter. Don't make changes every half an hour or so. Wait, let the results come in, analyze them again, and then apply your changes. It shouldn't be a constant change without clear results. I hope not to see you in the next video without having clear results.